Hey, what's going on, everyone? Vega here for Serpent X Tech, and we got another unboxing for you. And what is in this box is the older or newer brother of this particular guy. This guy is the Jasminer X4-Q. Don't worry about this guy. That's the AL2 Lite. We're talking about this guy, X4-Q. One of my favorite miners, very efficient, and more importantly, very quiet. Because if I try to run any ASIC miners inside my house, my wife will kill me. Now, what you're hearing is this one right here, which has two 120mm Axie Infinity fans, and that is so much louder than that Jasminer will ever be. So what is in this box has been provided to us by Sunloon, who is the sponsor of today's video, and a big thank you to them for help sending this unit over to us. But the Jasminer family may not blow you away in profitability compared to some of the Ice River Bitmain units out there, but it's definitely very efficient, very quiet, and profitable to mine on. And that is this guy right here, the X16-Q. Exact same size as the X4-Q, but with some subtle differences that we're going to talk about here. Real quick interruption, besides the fact that the X4-Q is super dusty, you can see that the X16-Q is about 3/4 to almost an inch taller than its little brother, the X4. And then if we look at the backside here and line them up, we'll see that this particular device is about 2.5, almost 3 inches longer. So factor that in, especially if you're going to have this as a 3U server rack setup. Just factor that into your measurements and make sure that you have a deep enough server rack to house the X4 and the X16-Q. Right now, so on the back side, instead of having one server fan, we have two server mini fans to keep this thing nice and cool. We got our on-off switch, we got our power port, we have a nice little Jasminer plaque right here. I'm not sure what that translates to. Handle to help grab this unit, SD card, Ethernet, and Wi-Fi antenna. The X4-Q does not have a Wi-Fi capability, but it's nice to see that that is embedded over here. Now, if you look at the very back, we have three 120mm fans. Now, the X4-Q only had two towards the bottom, and if we look at the front side here, it's basically blocked off. See that front side? It's basically blocked off, and there's only two fans pulling from the back. The hash blades don't go up as far as this guy does with the three fans, even though the chassis is relatively the same height. We got on the front here, or the top, the name and serial number of the device, as well as the parent company, Sunloon Science and Technology. Again, a huge thank you to them. Input voltage is 120 to 240, 50 to 60 hertz, 10 amps max, and its standard, it says 1950 because this thing can do 1950 mega hash. The X16-Q, and the bigger brother is the X16-P, but again, can't run that in my house or I'll get yelled at. We got an IP report button up here, a fault, a normal, and then a reset, everything we need. And we can see some of the components looking in through the front. Some of the capacitors, the heat sinks cooling the various chips on this particular device. So this whole stack is just nothing but airflow, and then this little cutoff is just the very, very tippy top. So good airflow, not only on the front, but also the sides of the unit, the back of the unit. Look at this. We got perforated edges on both sides and the back side here. Because those 120mm fans stop right here, that gives good airflow not only to the back, but to the sides. This can sit nice and easy on a server rack, and we know that because it comes with handles. And you get to install these just like so. And if you turn this sideways, now it's in a 3U setup, making it easy to manage and store these guys in a server rack. Now, you may not get these, right? I got a nice little bottle opener magnet, I got a keychain, and I got some Sunloon stickers. You might not get this in the package, and I know that's going to break your heart, but you're going to get the rest of all of this. The Jasminer X16-Q, the handles, so that way you can set it up in your server rack. You will get a power cord that is probably not compatible with North America, but because it's the normal, C13, C14 standard, I'm sure you'll live. And then you get the little packet that kind of walks you through the setup guide, all that good stuff. There's even a course that they link you to, and then the Wi-Fi antenna and the screws to mount these handles right here. That's what you're going to get in this box. But I'm super excited to play around with this machine. And I actually have an idea. We're going to focus on mining a particular cryptocurrency with this and just stay on it and see what our long-term profitability is for this particular miner, the X16-Q. But I'm happy because I've always been absolutely ecstatic with the X4-Q. It's been one of my favorite miners to utilize, and unfortunately again, because it doesn't blow people away in profitability. A lot of people overlook these guys, but I really like their efficiency, how quiet they are, and how, honestly, I haven't had a single issue with that one. Not one. It's just constantly going rock solid. Okay, I lied. Wait a second. I had an issue, but lightning hit the house. Can you blame the miner? No, right? The control board got fried because the Ethernet got zapped and then messed up the control board. But that wasn't that miner's fault. Replace the control board, it's working. Ever since, it's just completely reliable, and I absolutely love them. So I'm going to leave links down to Sunloon and various partners where you can get yourself a Jasminer. If you're super interested, go click the link in the description, grab yourself one of these, and let me know what your thoughts are on the Jasminer overall. I really like them, especially the Q series. The P series is very high performance, just too loud for my residential environment. But if you got a mining facility, maybe it could be one to consider. Either way, do what's best for you and your setup. That's going to do it for today's video, just showing you what you get with the Jasminer X16-Q when you unbox it. Now let's get this set up over there, right next to the AL2 light and the X4-Q, and start hashing away, and we'll talk about setup and profitability in a different video. So hit that like button on the way out. Make sure to get subscribed, hit notification bell to stay up to date, as well as check out additional links in the description that will support the channel and what we do here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.